Josh with Wapaka Community Media, and today we're talking with Andrew Whitman from the Save Wapaka Parks and Recreation Department. And with the COVID-19 situation going on, that has a lot of changes to both our parks and the recreation programs coming up. So welcome, Andrew.
Thank you. Good morning.
And the first thing we want to talk about are the parks. People are being told to stay at home, and that's for our own safety and health. But people sometimes just want to get out of the house, whether it's to stretch, go for a walk, go for a run, let the kids run around, whatever the case can be. And if you've been watching the news, the governor ordered some state parks to close, and there's other closures, and there's other things that are still open. What is the state of the city parks right now?
Sure. So our city parks are, open. They're not officially open. And what that means is that our bathrooms and stuff aren't open, but, our trails are still available. Our green space is still available. But some of the things are closed down right now, and those things would be the playgrounds. So we have those signed off. So make sure you're not playing on the playgrounds, and also the skate park we have closed down as well. And then we really just recommend that you follow all other CDC or state guidelines. So, we wouldn't want to see a bunch of families playing baseball together. But, I took my kids out there the other day. We played in our household unit, and we had a great time, and it was really nice to get out of the house a little bit. So definitely just follow the rules, but you can use those spaces as needed.
And one of the things I've seen when I've been out about is sometimes you see a lot of people at one park that are outside enjoying nature and doing so responsibly. But how many parks does the city have? I mean, if you see one that's kind of busy, maybe it's worth checking out another one.
Yeah, we've quite a few. Only certain ones have playgrounds, but we have about 240 acres. So I believe that's about, I'm trying to think of some of the smaller parks that we have too that, really don't have green space or parks. But the main ones you'd be able to use space at would be, South Park, Brainerd's Bridge, Swan Park, Riverside, the Eco Park out by Westgate Acres. Is that what that's called out there?
Eastgate, I think, yeah.
Eastgate, yeah, sorry. East and West. Eastgate Acres. Those are some of the ones. And then we have 25 miles of trails with the River Ridge Trail System. So I know I've been walking in the morning and finding a lot of that open. So there's definitely plenty of places to go. We have Riverview Park down behind Main Street. Those would be the main ones. We have a lot of smaller parks that don't really have green space or place to play. But if you're looking for a place to take your family, those would be the places to go. So a good recommendation.
Yeah, so plenty of space out there. You also talked about the park's not officially opening till May 1st, and that's kind of the first day you take park reservations. And as we sit here in the middle of April, it's hard to predict what's going to happen next with the safer at home order and the COVID-19 situation. I think one safe assumption that could be made is this may get extended a little bit longer. The state's order ends a little bit before the president's recommendations are. So I think it's reading between the lines. This might get extended a little longer, hopefully not too long. But what are your plans for people that may have park shelter reservations?
Sure. So again, the official versus unofficial. Officially open means we are opening the bathrooms and taking those reservations. So we do have some reservations in May. And right now we're just kind of waiting on the governor to make his decision, and hopefully that's soon so that we have an idea. That's a big decision for us for park shelters and programs. But I have been trying to communicate with those people, sending out letters. So if you have a park reservation in May or even later, we'll definitely work with people this year. And some of the options would be to either pick a different date if it's open later in the summer, or we will give refunds for those park shelter rentals as well. And I think we understand that this is a weird and different, very fluid situation. So with our programs, with park shelters, we'll continue to work with people. We're here for the community and we want to help people out. So we'll do our best with doing that. But yeah, we'll work with people and hopefully we can get something to work out. I know a lot of them are probably, graduation parties and it's just really unfortunate, how this is happening, but we'll do the best that we can.
So the other use your parks have is you've got a wide array of summer programs, whether it's swim lessons or baseball or softball or other activities for both our youth and adults. What's the status of the sign-up process and what you're looking at as you go forward kind of with that big unknown?
Sure. Yeah. Again, with that unknown, and hopefully, again, the governor makes a decision here soon. But if it does get delayed more, we're really just, trying to encourage people to continue to sign up, and we are doing our best to prepare for these programs so that if we get the green light, we're ready to go right away. So we want people to continue to sign up. It will look a little bit different on ActiveNet, though. So what we did is we changed it and made the programs quote unquote full. And so you will be signing up on the wait list. So you want to make sure you sign up on that wait list. And what that does is it gives us all the information we need, but people don't have to put any money down to sign up. And so it just makes it a little bit easier because some of our options, so say we'll take boys baseball. If we don't get it to run, then you'll get a full refund. If we do get it to run, but maybe it's different than it normally would look, like different dates and that kind of stuff, we'll reach out to everyone and make sure people are still available to participate. And then, if not, if you're just on the wait list, we can just take you off, or we will collect the money at that time if we're able to move forward. So just hopefully helping families out a little bit by not having to collect that money now, and working with everyone to make sure that people can participate who want to participate if we get to that point.
And I suppose having people still sign up even with that unknown right now is still important because it helps you plan out programs, perhaps maybe if something's going to happen or not happen versus on the numbers. So you do want people to still sign up right now as if things were normal, and then you're just going to play it out as we go along, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's really important that people are signing up that want to participate in things. And we don't have the wait list on everything. Some of the later summer programs like soccer or swimming, we still just have normal registration because we have time, but definitely baseball, softball, some of our after summer school programs and stuff. We need to know because even though we're working from home and doing that kind of stuff, we're doing a lot of planning right now. A lot of the stuff that we do behind the scenes that people are unaware of, we're still doing that and trying to get prepared and ready to go because it may be a really quick turnaround, a week or two, and we got to go from working at home to having baseball going. And so we need to be able to move quickly, and we've been preparing those types of things, but we need to know who's going to participate and who's not. So definitely keep signing up. I know it seems weird, but we need you to sign up so that we can continue getting that work done and being ready to go.
And to kind of close out the segment, we've been talking a little bit about ahead at the future of signing up for programs and what's hopefully coming up as things slowly stair-step back into normalcy. But what about right now? There are a lot of parents that have kids at home all day that are maybe looking for something fun to do, maybe to just get up and exercise and stretch out a little bit. What is the rec side of the Park and Rec Department doing right now to give people things to do?
Sure. Yeah, we're definitely trying to help those parents. I am one of them, and my kids are actually coming inside right now, so you'll probably hear them yelling a little bit. So we've got a couple different things going on. Cassandra, our rec program supervisor, has been doing a really good job of trying to stay connected with families and creating activities. So if you go to our Facebook page, you'll see she does like a weekly video challenge. It's kind of like the minute to win it type game. So I think a week or two ago, she put an Oreo on her head and tried to eat it without using her hands. And then she challenges people to do that kind of stuff. And then you can, send your video back or show, say, it took me this long to do it. Another thing, and something I've used a lot, is on our website. So if you go to the Park and Rec website, there's a section off to the left-hand side. It's called Explore, Create, Play. And it just has a ton of different links on there. She's been meeting with people across the nation over the last couple of weeks to come up with these ideas. And if you look on there, we use the webcams a lot for different like zoos. We look at the San Diego Zoo a lot. There's also some stuff for space, and there's some different things. So whatever you're interested in, it's probably on there. And there's also like an activity section that you can create stuff and build stuff and print stuff off. So just a great resource for families. And like I said, I've been using it with my boys to come up with a lot of different things to do. And so take a look at that if you're looking for something to do, especially on rainy days and crummy days like yesterday. We used it a lot.
Well, Andrew Whitman from the Sewapaka Park and Rec Department, thank you for your time and getting us up to date with what's going on with all of our park and recreation stuff as we navigate this different time.
Yeah, definitely. And you're welcome for that. And people, if they have questions, if you call our office, it will get forwarded to our phone. So definitely give us a call if you have any questions, or you can shoot us an email at any of our emails, and we'll definitely are working hard, and we'll reach back out to you and get your answers to your questions.